Ding, ding, ding. I'd like to make a toast. Today is a day for thanks, and for family, and for remembering all of those that have less.
Okay, pick a scope.
Pick a scope?
Can we please have a normal Thanksgiving?
Well, seems like all the ones I remember.
Good point.
Look at it this way, Morty. Life is a subscription, and Thanksgiving is your family's yearly charge.
Podcasting from somewhere in Central Florida.
Where is the bloody rum?
I see you tried knifey spoony before.
Let's drink some rum.
Rum is the power, rum is the key, rum is the thing that will set us free. Rum, rum, rum,
And nerdy.
rum, rum, ahoy! Rum, rum, rum,
And nerdy.
Sit back, relax, remember to turn off your cell phones. For the next hour, let me be your Candy Crush.
Hey everybody, welcome to Rum and Nerdy. I'm Craig.
And I'm Garrick.
And this is episode 4.48, Banana Pudding.
Part 2.
Part 2. Shut up. Shut up. Ladies and gentlemen, we had a rehearsal, about 10 minutes of rehearsal for this one.
Boys and girls, we are officially auditioning for a producer.
Yeah.
The auditioning will include such various skills as being able to drive to Greg's house.
Yeah. Also the ability to push button.
And making sure that once button is pushed, a little red line exists.
Yeah, I don't want to do this.
Yeah.
I don't want to do this anymore. I'm done.
Maybe we'll switch. Maybe I'll do the next one. We'll go from there.
Yeah, but then you got to learn how to do it, like all that.
There's no way I'm ever going to be able to figure out how to push that button.
No, I mean, but that's the easy part. I mean, it's
Really? That's the one we just screwed up.
yeah, but it's like the hard part is like, apparently when you're at IAPA is to like 3 different chords not work for the first time.
For the travel box, I am 100% just going to buy a whole bunch of new chords.
Yeah.
That's it. What's that chord for? Well, that's every episode, just
like,
new chord, throw the old one out.
Well, and the Samsung mic is a different chord, so we need like 2 or 3 of those and like 18 of these. But not just the recharge cords, because these are all USB-Cs. That has to be the like...
Oh, yeah, the Fancy Pants high mag one. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I get it.
And like long enough. You know what I thought about too is they've got like the headsets that have the microphones on it that are wireless.
We could look like air traffic controllers.
That would be so much easier to set up if it was just like a unit, the receiver unit that just plugs into the side, and then you just start recording. That'd be so much easier.
We should get those.
And we just be like, hey, put this headset on. Yeah.
Okay.
Orlando Tower, this is Flight Rum and Nerdy 242.3 point.
I have 3 bogeys inbound. Oh my God, there's 5 more of them.
We're idiots. Anyway, what did we talk about before? Oh, yeah. Banana Pudding, the name of this episode.
Oh, yeah. Okay, go into your banana pudding soliloquy.
Yeah. For the second time. I was talking to Layla. It's like, what do you want for Thanksgiving? And it's all the same sides. Which, by the way, we're making 3 different types of potatoes.
Why?
Because it's like Layla wants mashed potato. Layla and Riley want mashed potatoes. They also want the cheesy potato casserole thing. And Riley and I want sweet potatoes because we have ham.
Okay.
And we gotta have a lot of people, so whatever. And
Okay.
You
You know what? You sold me. You're going to have a lot of people. It was like...
It's not like I'm making all those 3 for like 4 people.
Yeah, the 4 of us are going to make a whole bunch of,
Yeah. Send it all back with Riley and his roommates.
Generate your own little famine.
Potato. I see where you went there. Anyway, so we were talking about desserts, and she's like, I really want banana pudding. And I'm like, okay, I'll make banana pudding. She looks at me and goes, it's not going to be as good. So her mom's cousin has a recipe that is just unbelievable. So I searched and searched and searched all through the internet. I spent hours, 10 minutes, looking for like the best rated recipe ever. And there's like, 5 stars with 5,000 reviews, and this is it. So it's all the the staples. It's vanilla wafers.
The staples
bananas.
that you know, and some that you don't.
Right. Bananas, vanilla wafers, vanilla pudding.
Vanilla wafers.
I thought it would be
vanilla
wafers, whatever.
Vanilla.
I thought it would be banana pudding, but no.
Those are cookies from the streets, yo.
Yeah. There you go. But it's vanilla pudding, not banana pudding, but milk, Cool Whip, cream cheese, sweetened condensed milk, and vanilla extract. Not vanilla extract. Vanilla.
How do they get the vanilla, Greg?
I don't know.
That was a
farm it. I don't know. I don't know.
That was a reference to the eggnog tutorial. Making eggnog on Friday.
Making eggnog on
Hey,
Friday.
today. We're making eggnog today. The day you're listening to this episode, we are making eggnog.
Totally free-formed off the top of my head. We should do a challenge because
we should do a challenge.
Totally off the top of my head.
Yeah,
follow me on this.
There's no way that we would have thought of this before.
No, it would not have come out of our brain 10 minutes ago at all. It would have. I'm at now,
yeah.
And that's I'm kind of like thinking that there is a reasonable chance out of the three people coming, Tyler and Scott will have listened to this episode, or even just this beginning first 10 minutes that legitimately we're thinking of what we're saying right now for the first time.
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
That they're going to come in the house and they're going to have listened to this on the way over.
There's a good chance.
Yeah.
There's a very good chance. I wouldn't take that bet.
No?
No, I mean, they absolutely will have. Like, I wouldn't bet against it.
So, if that is the case, should we do something that they would signify?
I think they should burst through the door with some kind of a chant or a scream to alert the rest of us of their presence.
Like, I don't know,
Manamana. And then we will reply with
my voice is still thrashed from last week.
So is mine. Hey, you know what we could do?
What?
We should give out a prize. Like everybody that shows up and does that gets a prize.
What's the prize?
I don't know. One of my old T-shirts. I think I have a lot of old T-shirts at home, and I need to.
I can give somebody my Brondo shirt that's so stained.
It's that dude. You wore the shit out of that shirt.
Yeah,
that's an awesome shirt too.
Did I tell you?
Limited edition, special release. That's a quality item.
Yeah. I like stain the fuck out of it in the barbecue. Juices and everything all over it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Bad. Sandy sprayed and washed it, but it's ruined. But so Thursday she calls me and says, I accidentally opened your package. I'm like, what? I didn't order anything. She says, yeah, the Amazon package came for you today. I didn't order anything. She says, well, I didn't. It has your name on the box. And she went back and looked. I'm like, what is it? I said, I don't know. It's an apron. So it's a Kansas City Chiefs apron, like a grilling apron.
Mm-hmm.
And she goes, oh, wait. It says from your friends at Catapult. So, the Catapult team that came over, they watched me covered in the stuff, and they're like, we need to get him an apron. So they ordered a Kansas City Chiefs thing. It's got these really cool pockets, but it's got on this like little elastic string thing.
Yeah.
Bottle opener. So you go like,
that's awesome. That is awesome.
Yeah. So that was, super cool. I was like, oh man, that's so nice.
That's cool.
Yeah. They're nice. They're nice kids. I like those kids at Catapult.
We give them a nice shout out.
With a K.
Catapult with a K?
Yes.
.com.
Or something like that. Just Google them.
Or net.org, yeah.
Yeah, it's .com. I can do the voice.
Homesteadwater.net. It's .com.
Yeah. No voices from me. My voice is just like...
Your voice died early on in the week. I've never seen you that voiceless that fast.
Yeah, like Wednesday night.
Yeah.
It was gone. Friday morning, get
you want to go to karaoke? No.
We didn't do all week.
You were like that dude from RoboCop when he fell out of the vat of toxic waste. It was like... It was just like that, yeah.
I wasn't like that. Yeah. No.
Yeah, what didn't we do?
Rum Council.
Yeah, totally
forgot. For the first year, we didn't forget. It's like we were going to do it at this point, and then we're like, oh, yeah, not going to happen.
I have never missed more. It's probably been 10 years since I've missed this many IAPA parties.
Really?
Yeah.
Why did you miss them?
I was out for 2 days. I missed the bookend days, and then just the stuff during the week where it's like, hey, there's this thing over at Universal, and then you got to get back to this thing over here, and then you got to get back to this thing over here, and this thing is going out at the same time. And you're like, I physically cannot do all of these.
Yeah. I did so Sunday there was one, Monday there were 3, so that's 4. Tuesday was 1, 2, 3, 4. There were 4 on Tuesday. Wednesday, I know. I'm trying to not name the companies and call them out, but there was the early one that we went, and then that one, and then you all went to that. You all went to one, and like we split up, but so that was like that one, and then the one I went to late because I missed that one.
Everything you're saying feels appropriate, yeah.
And that's just through Wednesday. So it was 11 through Wednesday. And then on Thursday was that dinner and then that main party. There was a lot we missed on Thursday. There was a lot of parties we missed on Thursday just because there's not enough time to get around to them all. And then...
Yeah, that's what I mean as someone who plans a party.
And then Friday.
For IAPA, we try right around the iDrive area, like Point Orlando, kind of that. I mean, that general genre is really good because that's kind of where everything is. People are like, oh, yeah, you're going to have to drive out to Epcot. Like, oh.
I remember people used to do parties down at
Disney Springs, and they stopped. We knew people that did, and they're like, hey, you know what? We're going closer to the convention center because we physically can't do this.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's like if you do that, it's like you're committing. That's the only thing you're going to do, and it's so hard to not kind of bounce around.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
But it's like, officially for me, all week 19 things. That's 2 more than my record.
That's quality.
So, new record. 19
new record.
events. Oh, no, I forgot the breakfast. 20. I did 20. What the F?
That's awesome.
That's insane. 20 things in 6 days. 20 events in 6 days.
That's awesome. Well, hey, go you.
Holy shit. That's effed up.
That's not effed up. It's fine. It's fine. It's good. It's good for you.
Yeah. You know what's good for you? Rum.
That's right.
We're not drinking rum yet.
We're not. What are we drinking today, Greg?
Well, the only thing in the room other than your sampler thing that we've decided we're not going to do.
Yeah.
And we should talk about that after we have some rum in a glass. But I have in the Stormtrooper decanter is some El Dorado.
Okay, well let's do some Stormtrooper rum.
Okay. I'll be right back. I gotta walk away from the microphone.
Yeah, I think we may at one point in time have dipped into the Stormtrooper helmet decanter of El Dorado.
Yeah.
Tyler, keep us honest.
I know we have. I remember it.
Do you?
I do.
We were in. Actually, I think it was in this studio because you hadn't moved any of the rum up yet. It's like, hey, the computer's here, but not the rum.
No, there was other. It wasn't the first one we had up here, but it was one of those ones where downstairs it was on the back shelf, kind of in the side, and forgot it was there.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
It was just with the decorations.
Oh, it was, yeah.
Yeah.
It was like with your treasure chest or some.
Yeah. On that back shelf in the lower corner. Now it's in the back shelf in the side corner.
That felt anticlimactic.
And yet, you still pulled it off. Clanky, clink, clink.
I hear
need some ice.
I hear that the Chiefs barely won this weekend.
Yeah. Sometimes I think they're doing it on purpose.
They're like, oh, Greg's watching.
Yeah, it's like, we want to give people a heart attack. So here's the thing. As a generality, like at halftime, they were beating the shit out of them. Second half, Panthers came out and actually had, like, that first drive in halftime was really good, really on point. And then the Chiefs got it, and I think all game long.
My boy.
Well, my boy. I think all game long. I think each team had like 2 drives that didn't have points in it, or something like that. But no, it was I think they had 3. Anyway, there were 2 drives that Carolina had that Chiefs had basically stopped them and then got penalties that gave them first downs.
Wow.
And it was like, so the Chiefs penalties, and by the way, anybody that's still saying that the Chiefs are paying the refs, you didn't watch this fucking game. But there were twice that the Panthers went for the 2-point conversion. Both times they were incomplete passes with a penalty, and they got a second chance to do it.
Mm-hmm.
It's such bullshit. So, anyway.
Do you want to know what one of my favorite plays of the entire weekend was?
What's that?
This is a dynamite fucking play. It was actually from the was it the Eagles-Giants game? Did you see this play? With the kicker?
Oh, no.
So, they I think it was the Eagles, they punted. It wasn't a punt. No, it was it was a kickoff. I think it had to have been a kickoff or a punt. I don't know, one of the others. Anyway, guy is flying at the kicker full speed. So there you go, punt. And as the kicker gets the ball off, and the guy right in front of the kicker plows into the kicker, kind of goes in for like this bear hug thing. The kicker immediately goes into, I'm the kicker, and I was just touched. I need to flop over, and no matter what happens, like I need to milk the shit out of getting hit by this defender. And he starts to go completely limp and flop over, like he's having a stroke, just to play the flop. And the defender that plowed into him was like, oh, no, you don't. Picked him up, like holding him up around his waist, kind of carrying him forward, carries him forward. And he's completely, limp in his arms. And he's like, no, stands him up, sets him down, and the guy's on his own 2 feet. And then he just runs away and joins in with the crowd right in front of the ref. It's absolutely hilarious.
I gotta look this up.
It is absolutely hilarious.
That's funny shit.
My single favorite. It's like when you really want to avoid the roughing the kicker penalty.
Speaking of rough somebody up, Green Bay beat the living shit. Was it San Francisco?
It was San Francisco. It definitely felt like we were picking on. It I kind of felt bad, but it's been a long time since we really just had a blowout like this. So I'm like, no, you know what? I'm going to allow it.
I'm.
But they were down. They were down their quarterback. They were down like 3 really important players. So it wasn't. It wasn't all because we were so great.
Well, I'm looking forward to the Chiefs game next week because this week. I mean, they play like rapid fire because they did Sunday. Now they play Friday. It's crazy. But they're playing the Raiders, I think, at home on Black Friday, and we have our whole team back.
Nice.
Yeah. So it's not all of it, but I think Pacheco and who else? Amanehu, is that who is on? I don't know. There's like 3 players coming back from like long-term IR, like this week.
Oh wow.
Yeah. It's gonna be fun.
It is fun.
I think we're gonna get Hollywood Brown here in 2 or 3 weeks back. He played in the first 5 minutes of the first game. He's the one that like was insane at the combine. Had the fastest time in the combine this year.
I follow so little about camp.
Yeah,
Generally,
I don't either.
The combine, like what they're farming or something. Like, what the fuck does that mean? Oh, that's a track and field thing. Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, so I'm excited. We'll see how that goes.
Cool.
Anyway, Tommy, that's all for football. We promise. We'll just make it short.
Oh, Tommy turned off this episode like minutes ago.
Yeah. So last week the Mike High opened.
It did
on Thursday. Do you see any of the pictures?
I saw a lot of the pictures. It looked amazing. I was talking to some of the guys at
Perry Becker.
Yeah. Where I saw it at IAPA, and they had because Perry Becker did a lot of work.
Yeah, so did Cost
on the outside. Yeah, so got to talk to them, and they had some fun construction stories.
Yeah,
that I'm not going to repeat. I'll let Tommy repeat those, but I'm not going to repeat those.
Before Christmas, I want to go down and have dinner.
Oh yeah, that would be really good.
So here's the thing. So between now and the end of the year, we've got that sample box.
Mm-hmm.
We got to do that, and after this episode, we only have like 4 episodes left for this year to hit
That's
52.
fucking crazy.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
So
52. I am really looking forward to,
a complete season.
one, to have a complete season, but also next year to do like 40.
Yeah, to not feel bad. Like we did it, proved we can do it.
We did it. Proved we can do it. Moving on.
Yeah, now we can like.
Hey, you want to record this week? I don't.
I want a break.
Make it a surprise.
Well, and there's some stuff coming up where I might be doing a gig where I would be away. I haven't told you about this. There's a possibility I'm doing it.
What the fuck?
I might. I mean, we can still try and do it, but like seriously, we have to perfect the being on Zoom, recording on Zoom.
Okay.
So we'll figure that out.
Cool.
But so anyway, for the rest of the year, so we got this Hampton rum sample, that's Jamaican sample box with all the different things you can read.
This is a really big box.
Yeah, there is. Was it 8 different things in it?
Yeah, I'm trying to make. I genuinely forgot this box was this big.
Yeah,
It's like 20 inches long, like a foot wide. I mean, this is a giant box. So Hampton Estates single Jamaican rum, the 8 Marks collection. And this was the last one that was at that fancy liquor store by Tommy's.
Yeah.
That we got like a scratch and dent special on.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It's got the little card on the inside. What are all the flavors? I mean, this is going to be an entire episode just talking about just the same one.
It is, and we were trying to line something up with somebody that actually knew what they were doing to go through all of these.
Yeah.
Because there's a flavor palette. Each bottle has a flavor palette chart and a thing with tasting notes and.
Yeah, we need like a legitimate rum sensei.
Oh yeah, look, and they have. Oh yeah, it has little things in here where it tells you the raw materials and the fermentation length, and like this is kind of outstanding. This is actually, you know what? This is one of those we should reach out to the Florida Rum Society guys.
Yeah.
Or, a rum traveler or something, and we should do like a whole thing. Although Tommy did say that he wanted to be here. Okay, what we got here? I don't.
That's a lot of silence, man.
Are these words? What the?
There's chemical equations and the
Yeah,
absolute
there's like a little decoder
volume
thing.
of alcohol.
Diamond
above.
H and Hamden George McFarquad Lawson. Like, what the fuck is all this? Like, I don't. Okay,
Let's
well, I'm
get
not
somebody
gonna,
who can pronounce them all and know what they're.
Yeah. this
Otherwise,
is-
we're going to end up having 2 episodes: one to try and figure out what it says, and one to actually do it.
I'm just going to take a picture of this because it's kind of some crazy shit. But this is really good. I'm really looking forward to going through this journey with the tasting notes and everything that's provided in the.
Here's the other.
in the
So,
box.
in addition to that, we've got Scott has a taster thing that he brought back some stuff for tasting. So he's got that. That's 2. We have. But realistically, I think next weekend, and we might have to do it this, our next week's episode, we might have to do it this weekend. 10,000 download. We're like,
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
we're super close to the
we are
10,000
really
download
close.
mark.
We might not be, because I wanted to do like some sort of recording and just reach out to our friends and say, hey, if you haven't listened, whatever. But
That'd be fun.
'cause-
We should have a demo Dave Martin do like a little jingle for it. Happy 10,000.
yeah, we are at 500 downloads in the last 30 days, which is pretty good for us.
Yeah, wow, we got to be close.
All time. Yeah, we are under 200 left.
200 away.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
we're right there.
We are right there. Yeah,
So-
we will hit that by the end of the year.
Oh, yeah. I think in the next 2 weeks. Because we've had some really, like, again, if you look at it, just like in the last 7 days, we had 134 downloads. In the last 30, we had 500. We're there. We're done. 10,000 finally. We're going to beat it. So I think that we should plan on it, and maybe next week's recording we focus on the hitting the mark.
Yeah, absolutely.
Figure out how to do something special for that. And then, so we got that. We've got this box. We've got Scott's taster. And then we'll have our New Year's extravaganza.
We should have Scott back on for his taster. You know what we could do? We could have Scott on, and we could record Scott's taster with Scott on Friday.
Possibly, yeah, for next week.
Phenomena.
That might work.
Maybe.
I know he's got some travel coming up, so we got to get him, or we're gonna have to do it like later in December.
Okay, well, we'll figure it out.
I need some soda.
Oh.
Can you hand me a Coke, or do you have a Coke?
This one is open.
Cocoa. Well, just hand me another one because I'm going to put some in my ice, please, and thank you. So,
That's
and
pretty-
there's a refrigerator full. of
I
it.
know that. Those are the ones I brought up, though.
Gotcha. Just a splash, and then, man, I am verklempt.
Yeah, it's. I think you're offered like a full week of recovery from IAPA. Not offered. That's the wrong word. You should be given a full week of recovery.
Yeah,
You're allowed a full week of recovery.
this one was rough. We
You
hit it.
You has recovery. Yeah, I don't know the right phrasing.
Your body requires.
Yeah.
Rest.
Oh yeah, dude. Friday was brutal. Absolutely brutal.
Friday was.
Friday. Oh my gosh.
Oh, you mean just waking up and going?
I was dying.
Yeah.
I was dying.
So there were some posts. We have officially been invited back to Bridgewater next year.
Nice.
Yeah.
Those
and
and we need to have the Bridgewater guys on for a proper recording.
Yeah. Those guys are just so thoughtful and so intelligent.
And they're just like industry thought leaders. Like those are they're like really big industry players. I mean, we have a lot of really important people that have come on this show and pretended to find us funny. But those two,
Well, that's what, it's like Chris. Legitimately, he like was the director of exhibits or whatever for the Museum and Science industry in Chicago. That is like a crusher of a location.
absolutely. And John also worked for MSI.
Yeah, they both in the museum space. They'd kill it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for sure. And they do a lot of themed things as well. So
And the stuff, and been privileged to have toured the Bridgewater facility. It's a really nice facility.
it is. They do so good.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember they had the fourth thing. Totally random, not
There's a
sequitur.
fourth thing.
Yeah, remember we were trying to figure out what do we have to get. So we've got that. We've got Scott's Taster. We've got the the 10,000 download.
Yeah.
And we've got this big ass fucking cooler of moonshine that's right here on the floor with like 12 bottles of moonshine. in it.
Yeah. So at the IAPA barbecue, Warren showed up with a cooler, and I was like, "Oh shit!
forgot
I
about
forgot that
So
existed."
that's Sean. We got to get Sean back.
We do have to get Sean back. Oh my gosh.
We got to settle up with him too.
Oh, also, yeah. That maybe the fact that we haven't paid for it. That's why I haven't remembered it existed.
Maybe. Well,
But
so there's our fourth. That's our year.
That's our year. That's absolutely. Oh my god, that was really good. This is for those that. Did we talk about this before? The moonshine from the Dollywood Sate.
Yeah.
One of the nights we went out and did a moonshine tasting.
We did the island.
We did the island.
Yeah.
And like most of the venues named Island, there was drinking involved.
I actually hadn't put that together.
Yeah, it was really good. Where was that place we ate at?
Dick's Last Stand or something?
Dick's
Last Resort.
Dick's Last Resort, yeah. I'd never eaten one of those before.
Yeah. They're rude,
They are.
but it's funny.
They're rude but funny. And then one of the members of our party brought a baby, so our waitress kept breaking character. She's like, rude. Oh, can I hold him? And you're like,
Yeah.
man, you're supposed to be funnier than this. Or no, you're supposed to be meaner than this.
Yeah. Well, and they did the hats, and they made a hat for the baby too, right?
Oh, what was the baby's hat? The baby's hat was brutal.
Yeah. Failed Plan B or something like that.
Something like that. Yeah.
It was messed up. They're messed up funny there.
It was funny. It was funny. I enjoyed it.
Yeah. That's pretty good. Speaking of just like random things. Okay, so I want to mention this because you laughed so hard on Friday.
Oh, Jesus.
And I don't remember how we got there. Was it just we were talking about Denny's?
No. It was pins.
We're talking about pins.
We gave somebody the pin.
Yeah.
And like And,
I thought you'd said something about like you were talking about coffee or something else.
I know, no, because we handed out a pin to somebody, and made the comment. They're like, oh yeah, like what is this pin? Is the pin? Does it get me anything? Is it like good for any discounts?
Oh yeah.
And you fired back with, oh yeah, it's good for a free water with purchase of lemon wedge.
Yeah.
And
You lost your shit.
lost my shit. That is so genuinely funny. Like,
I think it was just
genuinely
because
funny.
how random and fast I replied.
It was random. It was fast. It works on so many levels. It's a glass of it was ice water. It's like good
glass
for
of
free.
ice water,
Good for a free glass of ice water with purchase of lemon wedge, because ice water is free and lemon wedges you can't buy. That's like a bar garnish.
Yeah.
And just
You lost your shit for like 10 minutes. You
I was
laughed.
crying. We were walking down one of the IAPA concourses, and there's people there. How's it going? Good to see you. And I am just tears
Dying.
streaming down my face. Like, are you okay? Like, what happened? Did you get electrocuted? And I could not stop laughing. It was so goddamn funny. It still is funny. It's funny. I'm tearing up a little bit right now.
That's funny.
Fucking hilarious. Free ice water with purchase of lemon wedge. Or lemon slice.
Lemon slice.
Oh, my God.
Whatever it was. And, and it's like, I think I'm funny. I don't think I'm that funny, but I laughed. Watching you laugh made me laugh.
Every now and then, someone lands a joke, and it's just like, right, just
home run.
bullseye. And it's just, oh my God, it was so funny. Purchase of lemon slice.
Yeah, so weird. Anyway, so that happened. So, non sequitur again, just because we're all over the place. We got so many. We have. You know what we haven't done?
I feel like we have catching up to do. Oh yeah.
We haven't talked about what we're watching. It's probably because we haven't had any time to watch the damn thing. But
I finished The Penguin.
How many episodes are in there?
8 episodes.
Because I think I'm around 6. So
okay,
the one where the flashback when she's in the So I watched that with Sandy, and she hadn't watched any of the other ones, and I think it was like 4 or 5. Mm-hmm. And she's watching that, and she's like, "This is fucked up." This is fucked up. And then she's like, afterwards, she's like, "Are you going to watch another? You should watch another one." And the one, was it the next one when she pumps CO2 or whatever it was?
Oh yeah.
Which, by the way, I'm guessing was CO2 because it looked like she hooked up a hose to the furnace or something. But then she went in with a gas mask, and gas mask wouldn't do anything for CO2.
You could get a scrubber. Depends on the gas mask.
It looked like she just had a regular like a scrubber. A passive mask won't turn CO2 into oxygen.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Yeah, but you have
I
to
know
get
it's a
you
TV
have to get a CO2 mask and not a thing. But whatever. That show ends so goddamn well.
Season 2's coming though.
It ends so well because they do, and we'll talk about it on the show. I don't want to spoiler anything to it, but they do such a good job of building a thing, and then at the very end of the season, they're like, "Fucking idiot! You weren't supposed to be doing that. You're supposed to be doing this." And it's just they hit you over the side of the face. And you're like, "Oh yeah."
Okay.
There's a moment, and you're going to sit back and like, this is what Garrick was talking about. Oh yeah. I wasn't supposed to be doing that. I was supposed to be doing this. What the fuck's wrong with me?
The other thing, I watched the first episode, and then I ended up going back and starting it over because I'm like, Sandy, Garrick said that like we should watch this because it was really, really good. And the first episode, we're like, okay, I don't understand what's going on. Second,
where's Batman?
Okay, no, not that show.
No.
Different show.
Oh.
Then we get to the third episode. It's okay, this is getting good. 3 body problem.
Oh yeah.
Man, that gets to a point where you're like, oh fuck, whoa.
What the fuck am I watching? Wait, you did what?
By the end of this,
the whole?
Yeah, the beginning of this season and the end of the season are 2 completely fucking different shows.
2 completely different shows. 3 body problem.
And how you got from one point to point A to point B is like, what the fuck just happened? I feel like weird.
Who was I talking to about that show? Like recently. Someone like recently I made a comment with somebody, and Yeah, fuck. And we couldn't think of the name of it. I'm like, he's like, two-body problem? The three-body problem. Yeah, that's it. Fuck.
I kept thinking like, I kept swapping out, man. I kept thinking it was like 3 heads something. Like 3 heads in a basket. I don't remember.
3 heads at a full Monty. I got nothing.
Yeah.
I downloaded that onto my little tablet thing, and I watched it on my Saudi Arabia trip earlier this year. Fucking loved it.
Yeah. So I'm trying to think what else.
Oh.
We finished the first half of Cobra Kai, the final season.
I haven't done that. I need to do that.
That's a good show.
That is a good show. The Dune
I have not.
prequel thing, like November 17th, I think was the first episode.
Yeah, I haven't watched that. I saw Riley mentioned it last night, and then I saw it when I popped on the TV, and that was it's Arcane or something like that. It's on Netflix. He was like, "Dad, you'd love it. It's good. You love it, Dad."
That sounds just like Riley.
It did.
That was the best Riley impersonation I've ever heard.
Yeah, I nailed it.
Yeah. 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 It's not bad. A little throaty. Too much right hand.
That's funny shit. That's funny shit. That's funny because I don't remember. I was talking to somebody at IAPA too, and they're like, "Oh yeah, how's your son?" And I was telling them, "I was like, yeah, we're doing some training over there. Maybe I'll be training him." Said, "Well, yeah, I was doing audio, low voltage audio stuff." I'm like, "Yeah, we'll probably be, because like all through like the next 60 days, we'll be going through each island and doing training." And I said, "Well, you see a tall, skinny kid without a right hand." Yeah, you need to like do something like, "Hey, I need a volunteer, but not you. I need somebody with 2 hands," or something like that. And he's like, "No," he was offended. He was like, that is horrible. I would never be able to do that." So my son thinks that shit's funny. Because he'll just laugh and look at you. "You know my dad, don't you?" And he's like, "I'm not going to do it.
I'm not going to do that.
He's like, "I'll try and mess with him if I can think of something."
I'm pretty sure that if they work with him, it's an HR violation. We can do that.
Well, he's a vendor.
Oh, then I think it's still an HR violation. You can't do that.
That's too bad.
Can't do that.
That's too bad.
What was the joke from C3? We don't call it stage hands.
Yeah,
something
I wrote it
effect.
on his check.
Yeah, what did you write?
Unlike his buddy that did it, I put stage hand, or I put stage hands, and on his is stage hand. On his.
Oh, God.
And then like in parentheses, I was like, singular. In the notes on the check, down in the notes.
My dad's fucking with me in the memo section of my first paycheck.
So bad.
I love that kid.
Yeah,
He's doing really good in his own place now.
Tell you what, I was like, he turns 21, and we got to figure that's something else we got to do next month. His 21st birthday.
I don't know when the fuckity fuck I'm going to have time to do that, but yeah.
It's a Wednesday night.
Wednesday night, I can absolutely do something.
We're not traveling. It's a one night thing.
Okay, if we're not traveling, it's a one night thing. I'm fucking in.
Yeah.
Let's hook up something local and cool.
Well, I was thinking like maybe we'd go downtown to like the AC Hotel rooftop and just start there.
Do you want to go to Maikai? Do you want to combine a Maikai trip and a 21st birthday trip?
We can ask him.
And maybe a thing in a boat. Maybe a thing in a place. Maybe some stuff with some people.
Maybe. We can. That might be in the cards. But we'd like. Because I already told him, like, you got to take the day. Like, you can work on your birthday. The next day you can't.
Although I feel like he could recover.
No, he starts work at like 6 a.m.
I feel like. Oh, yeah. So you can't be rigging and buzzed.
Yeah. Because it's going to be late night. But that's a long drive. He ended up having to take that day off, too.
Anyway, it was an option.
Because, like,
if we were going to try to do a Maikai trip, other than that, yeah, no, we could absolutely do something. There's some really good places locally that we could do.
Yeah, well, I was thinking if we focus on downtown, like start at like AC Hotel, like rooftop because it's good view.
Oh, yeah, good view.
And then Aku Aku.
Ooh.
Hanson Shoe Repair. Was it Hampton Social?
Hampton Socials down at Point.
No, what's the one?
Mathers?
Mathers.
The one you like?
I ended up liking it. I
ended
remember I
up
made
liking
really good friends with that bartender, the bar manager.
Oh, yeah.
We went down there a few times.
So that's the key. Douchey doorman doesn't let you in. Nice bartender.
Well, the key is
hooks you up.
wear nice pants there instead of
wear,
shorts.
Just wear nice pants in general. More doors will open for you if you wear nice pants.
Well,
And hear me out, pants.
Shut up.
At my IAPA party, I was wearing nice pants, and I made the comment to somebody, I'm like, hey, this is the only time all year you're going to see me wear pants.
And to clarify, the other times he's wearing jeans.
Jeans, yeah.
So it's still like covering his legs.
Yeah, I was wearing like a suit. Like, last time I wore a suit was like I had to give like a client presentation to ExxonMobil, and then my IAPA party, and then somebody died. Like, those are the only reasons you're going to see me with real pants on.
Yeah, but also, you like almost never wear shorts,
I don't like wearing shorts.
which is weird because I love shorts.
I mean, shorts are comfortable, but I don't know. You just
Do you not have the legs for it?
you look cooler in pants.
I don't know. Like temperature wise, you're cooler in shorts, but
I don't know. Does John Wick ever wear shorts?
well, no.
James
but
Bond ever wear shorts? Like, you go through the
James
list of-
Bond wore shorts.
Yeah, he wore those like little tidy nut hugger bathing suit thing.
Banana hammock? No, I think he had like board shorts on.
Yeah.
The one with Halle Berry. I thought he had board shorts.
No, those weren't board shorty. I was thinking Sean Connery in Thunderball.
Sean Connery.
Sean Connery. No, Mr. Bond, I expect you to drown.
That's not the line.
No.
Yeah. Anyway, what else you watching?
Penguin was big. Just finished. I feel like I finished. Formula One. Max Verstappen won his 4th driver's title. That's kind of disappointing. I'm not a big Red Bull fan.
Are you going to go see Wicked?
No. I heard it's really good. It looks really good. I just have zero desire to see it. I'm probably going to see Moana 2 before I see Wicked.
Apparently, a lot of people are pissed off.
Well, of course they're pissed off. Wicked is one of those genres where the toxic fandom is as strong as the fandom.
But
so you get a whole
hear
bunch of like
why,
those
though?
Star Wars haters. I don't fucking know. Was it
Because
was
apparently
it the breakdancing or
no? Apparently it's because all of the bad guys are like the Republicans, and all of the good guys are the Democrats. And everybody's like, "Well, you want to make it all political, but it's like all."
Are they
in subtext.
wearing buttons?
That's the thing. I don't know. It's just
how
like
do
the
you-
story. Like somebody saw it and got real defensive, and then went online, and now everybody's accusing him of it.
Yeah, sounds like toxic fandom or
Yeah.
bro boy bullshit. Hey, guess what I found?
So
So
I
I'm
don't know. Your board shorts.
Moving. I'm cleaning. I found my button collection from the early 90s.
I saw your post. Oh no, that's your pins.
Those are pins. Those are random pins. This is a button collection. I have like some old school freaking like buttons.
Yeah.
One of them is from Batman Returns. It's the Penguin for Mayor button.
Yeah.
Like the original Penguin for Mayor button.
Wow.
Yeah, it's cool as hell. I should wear that sometime. Not that anybody would get it.
Yeah. I would.
Are you going to get in a fight with Michael Keaton? I don't know.
So what else is coming up? Nosferatu, Sonic the Hedgehog 3. Don't care.
Though I like those movies. I thought they were clever.
Mufasa.
No interest. What's the Dune one?
That's like
the miniseries Dune Prophecy.
Yeah, something like that. That's a prequel.
There's a new Alien movie coming out
What?
or something, isn't there?
I don't know.
Not the one we saw. I thought there was another one. There's a show. I think there's an Alien show coming out.
Craven the Hunter. That looks really good.
Craven.
Yeah, it's a Marvel thing.
Oh, kind of sounds like a sports drink.
Gladiator 2.
No interest.
I've got mixed feelings whether I give a shit about that one.
I don't.
You don't have mixed feelings?
No, I just don't care. They exploited my lack of interest.
What the fuck does that even mean?
I don't know. Let's see. Alien Romulus. I could have sworn I saw. That's a problem. Is a lot of people like making like these fan made movie posters and things like, hey, guess what's coming out? And you're like, oh, that looks badass. And you're like, oh, that's not even a real thing. Shoit.
Oh, Lilo and Stitch live action.
That looks pretty good.
Yeah.
That looks pretty good. I'm glad they didn't fuck up Stitch.
Right?
That's one of the ones where they could have, like they did with Sonic, and then they didn't.
Yeah.
Do you know anybody that's seen Wicked? Do they have thoughts on it?
And then How to Train Your Dragon live action looks good too. I don't know anybody that's seen it and have, at least that I have talked to.
I saw somebody that saw it 4 times in the theater so far. So I'm assuming it's not bad.
So
for the fans.
Well, it's because it's based off of the play, which is all fan fiction based off of Wizard of Oz, obviously. So it's from what I heard was don't go see it the first 2 weekends because all of the people who are freaking out about it, who are going to sing with it through the movie, will all be in there. And if you came to see the movie, you're going to be pissed because.
Yeah, I actually did hear a comment about that.
Yeah, and that realistic that would frustrate me.
Yeah.
Here you go. Top 10 on IMDb this week. Gladiator 2, Arcane. That's the one Riley told me about. Dune Prophecy, Wicked, How to Train Your Dragon, The Penguin, Cross. I saw ads. I didn't see it. Yellowstone. I did start. We've seen the first of the final half of season 5 2 years later, whatever it ended up being.
Yeah.
I don't know.
1888.
We watched the first 5 episodes of the show Ghost on it. I think it's an NBC show. That's really it seems like it'd be a cheesy
Ghost
show.
or Ghosts?
Ghosts.
Oh yeah, with the one where it's all the ghosts and like the house.
Yeah, it's like this New York City couple moves to upstate New York, and she falls down the stairs and they can see ghosts, and it's really good.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've ever seen an episode.
I've seen it. Was on. I used to see previews for it all the time when it was like Big Bang or Young Sheldon or something.
Yeah,
so it was like up next on Ghost.
Yeah, it's really funny.
Reminds me of a meme though. A couple of my roommates swear that our house is haunted, and I think it's complete bullshit. I mean, I've lived here for like 287 years, and I haven't seen one ghost yet.
You've told me that one before. Oh my god! I keep having a drink just to keep my voice working.
You know what's back?
Eminem.
Lower Decks.
Yeah.
Final season of Lower Decks is on Paramount Plus.
Nice.
And that show is way better than it deserves to be. It is way fucking better than it deserves to be.
That's pretty good.
It is.
Things that looked shitty. Red One.
So I saw the first the teaser trailer for it. I'm like, this is dumb. What is this? Like The Rock beats up Santa Claus? This looks fucking stupid.
No, The Rock is his guard.
Yeah. I know, but I saw the teaser and I'm like, this looks stupid.
Yeah,
and then I watched the full trailer for it. I'm like, I kind of want to see it.
I heard it sucks.
Might be funny.
I saw some reviews and it's like it's just as bad as you'd think it is.
Oh, really? Because sometimes if you make it just as bad as you think it should be, it could be funny. Because you're like, wow, this is fucking terrible. Oh, no.
I just heard it's terrible.
It hit the shit movie inflection point, and it's just, there's no turning back. This is just awful.
Me.
Wait. Dwayne The Rock Johnson made a movie that's not watchable? I don't believe you, Greg. This doesn't feel appropriate.
Yeah. What's the line that The Rock just never gets right in any movie? Saying no.
I don't know, man. You were sitting next to me on the plane when I was watching Jumanji.
Yeah.
On the way back from Inspire. Not gonna lie, really like that movie.
Well, and that's great. It's just like
I'm not saying it's fucking Citizen Kane or anything, but it wasn't bad.
Yeah. Well, wasn't bad and wasn't good. Two things can be true at the same time.
ever tell you my Citizen Kane story with one of my architects?
I don't know that you did.
Is it my boss, who is, again, one of the smartest engineers you'll ever meet. But when it comes to like pop culture and things, he's kind of an idiot.
Mm-hmm.
And we were out to dinner with one of our largest clients, and one of the architects that was there was going on this. They were talking about film, and he was talking about Citizen Kane and how it was based on Orson Welles did an incredible job of capturing this, and based on the life of William Randolph Hearst or whatever, the Thing, the Empire and the Stuff, and the incredible meeting and the backstory and the layers of Citizen Kane, the most impactful movie ever made.
Rosebud.
So Dan, what's your favorite movie? And my boss sitting in the chair, takes a little sip of wine. I'm gonna go with Caddyshack. Thanks, Dan. I'm all right. You know what? More movies need a little animatronic dancing gopher.
That movie. So, do you have that movie like
Citizen Kane or Caddyshack?
No, Caddyshack for me. But
Yeah.
it's like I'm switching it up. Do you have that movie that when you were young, you remember watching like a grown-up movie with your parents or your dad that you probably shouldn't have watched, but like to you that was the grown-up movie of your youth? To me, that's Caddyshack.
Mine's probably going to be like Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
Well, no, because
like you are a few years younger than me, because I was like, that's like solidly like no, that was for me. But seeing the movie, like Caddyshack,
I watched
that's an adult movie. That is not a kid movie. It's not a family movie.
No, fair. That's fair. I don't know. I just watched so many movies when I was a kid. I'm part of that that HBO cable generation. So
Yeah.
I had access to all the things. I can't think of one. that was like that, where it's like, I don't know, Dad, probably shouldn't be watching this one.
So my dad played in a softball league, and one day after his game on a Saturday, everybody went from softball to see that in the theater. That's the first movie I remember seeing in a theater was Caddyshack.
There's boobs in that movie, isn't there?
Yeah. Like a lot.
Huh.
There's
That's
implied sex scenes.
the late 70s, early 80s, like, this comedy is getting a little long in the tooth. Throw some boobs in.
Wow. Have you ever seen the kind of the behind the scenes
for Caddyshack?
Yeah, or like the documentary on like these guys all, like
it was insane.
They didn't know if Bill Murray was going to even show up for it the day before.
He was only there for like 7 days or something like that.
Well,
5 days.
They only filmed the movie over like 3 weeks or something. But they all lived in this hotel, and they kept fucking up that. Like it's a the backstory that is pretty damn good.
No, that was Stripes. The stories, all the stories that came out of that movie were insane. You heard? I think I've mentioned this before. Rodney Dangerfield's audition for that movie.
Oh, it's in that. I don't remember it, but I remember
he walks into was it the director, the producer, one of their offices. He just walks in, and he had like one of those necklaces with the little jar of cocaine on it.
Yeah,
he just walks in, does a line of coke off of the director's desk. It's like, so I got the job or what? Yeah, sure, Rodney.
Fucking 1980s.
Go for it, man.
Yeah. So when this movie came out, I was 6 years old.
Caddyshack?
Yeah.
Wow.
Which makes the movie really old.
Was that 1980?
1980. Yeah.
Oof. Okay.
Yeah.
That's a solid. That's one of those movies that was saved in editing.
Probably.
I heard it was saved in editing. Like the first go around, it was like 4 hours of just absolutely useless bullshit. And then all of the Bill Murray and the Gopher stuff were really just there to loosely bring everything together under a common plot.
Yeah. So funny.
And it sucks because was it the writer, producer guy, Doug Kenny? He ended up like killing himself after this movie flopped.
Did the movie flop?
It flopped hard.
But it's so good.
It's a cult classic. It achieved kind of that higher level of cult classic.
Yeah, he died in 1980.
Yeah, after this movie, because he did Saturday Night Live, which was like crushing it, and then he did Animal House, which was the number one movie, and then he did this was his follow up to Animal House, and it wasn't as good.
Yeah,
it
almost
didn't
completely
come
unknown. This man was one of the greatest originators of highly popular and groundbreaking new forms of comedy and satire. After working on the Harvard Lampoon as an undergraduate, Douglas C. Kennedy co-founded the National Lampoon magazine and the National Lampoon Radio Hour.
Actually,
Kennedy,
I'm sorry, it wasn't Saturday Night Live. Saturday Night Live took his idea, or he was competing with them. Like he was trying to build National Lampoon into a thing, and it was there was a whole. It's in the movie. There's a Doug Kenny movie on Netflix. What the hell is it called?
Kenny had originally collaborated with Harvard and friend at Harvard with friend Henny Beard and founded the National Lampoon, where the two pooled their talents and created a radical new humor magazine, humor that was sophisticated, sophomoric, rebellious, off-color, vulgar, and just plain laceratingly funny.
The Netflix movie is called A Futile and Stupid Gesture.
Yeah.
And it's really fucking good, but it's kind of the Doug Kenny story.
He was Chevy Chase's longtime best friend. About Kenny's death, Harold Ramis famously quipped, "Doug probably fell while he was looking for a place to jump." Wow. Director Harold Ramis named his lead character in Multiplicity, Doug Kinney, after a longtime friend. I didn't realize that. Fell to his death occurred when the cliff point on which he was standing overlooking Hanapepe Valley, something on the island of
He was in
Hawaii.
Hawaii. Oh, yeah, he was in Hawaii. There was some, people were debating as to whether or not he killed himself or he legitimately fell. Because he had taken his shoes off and put his glasses neatly inside his shoe, like he didn't want anything to happen to him. And then but he was going through some shit, and apparently just hanging out in Hawaii with Chevy Chase doing cocaine. So
before his death, he wrote a message on his hotel room mirror, "I love you," to his then girlfriend. He had written notes and ideas for a new movie, along with a love letter for all the reasons he loved his new girlfriend. Those days with her were the best I've ever ignored. Wow, that's tragic. I don't want to read any more of these. Oh shit, it's been an hour.
Hey, look at that.
Yeah. That's not even including the rehearsal.
Oh, I love that. Hey, so we're auditioning a producer.
Yeah.
We're willing to pay you in 2020 operation and during clusterfuck patches.
Yeah. And if you're over 21, you can drink for free with us. Certainly anything you bring.
True story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No promises you could ever be referred to or seen on the air, on the show, or listened to on the show. No promises.
Unless you're funny.
We'll probably
looking.
We'll probably, talk down to you, condescend.
I won't.
Don't ask for mentorship.
I'll be a shoulder to cry on. Greg will condescend. And then I'll tell you it'll be better.
Can't we take turns?
Maybe. Good cop, bad cop.
Bad cop, worst cop.
Ooh, I like that. It'll be exactly like the movie Whiplash, but instead of drumming, it's garage band.
Yes. Fabulous. Okay, cool.
Lagging.
Yeah. Thank you to Dave Martin.
Demo Dave Pro. .com.
Check us out at our website, rumandnerdy.com. That's rumandnerdy.com. I can't talk. My voice is rumandnerdy.com. That's rumandnerdy.com.
Social medias, we're also at Rum and Nerdy, also A&D.
You can email us at show@rumandnerdy.com. And we like to see emails. Should we talk about the thing?
Talk about the thing.
Okay. One last thing. This is where we're going to end.
Hey, we need to back up. Hey, all of you that when we thank Demo Dave and you turn off, you rewind. Don't do that. Listen to this bit.
Yeah.
Here's a bit.
So,
By the way, we give all of the winning lottery numbers at the very end of the show. Very few people know that.
Yeah.
So if you turn off when we start thinking
it's after the post credit.
Dame Marvin, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So here's the thing.
Yeah, this is a good idea.
We're going to do Dear Rum and Nerdy. We're going to do an episode completely dedicated to giving advice on anything you want advice for.
It's literally anything.
Yeah. So show
I'm-
at rumandnerdy.com. That's A-N-D, nerdy.
Yeah. Hey,
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out what rum I should use in this tiki drink. Or, hey, I'm having a hard time getting these hydrocarbons to work in my heat reentry tile for my space shuttle.
Or Darmok and Jalad at Tanagra when the walls fell. Whatever it is you want to know.
Ooh, that's a deep nerd cut.
Yeah. Anyway, email us show at rumandnerdy.com. Once we get enough submissions to put together like a full
I would love to do that before the end of the year.
Dear Abby kind of thing.
I would love to do that before the end of the
But
year.
we'd have to combine it with something else.
Oh yeah, we absolutely would.
So, because we're definitely there. But
You know what we should do? Every time we think that we have enough material, just keep mailing us ideas. Dear Rum and Nerdy.
Dear Rum and Nerdy. Yeah, it started out Dear Rum and Nerdy.
Dear Rum and Nerdy. Yeah.
Yeah.
It has been 394 days since my last confession.
Yeah. So I think we're going to need, 6 to 8 at least.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
But I think we can always accumulate them, and whenever we hit critical mass, we just hey, it's a Dear Rum and Nerdy episode.
There you go. So, yeah, throwing this out there, spread the word. We should do some sort of a Dear Abby style graphic to put on social media.
We should. We should.
Something to work on.
And what would be really funny is if we got some really just technical, nerdy questions like, hey, what kind of additive?
How do we install a new spader fin?
What should I be using? What concrete additive should I be using in order to hit
Fly ash.
Yeah, there you go. It's between the two of us, our technical backgrounds, between all things building, construction, automotive, and general aerospace, I'm pretty sure that we could answer some awesome fucking questions here.
Yes. What's the wingspan velocity of
unladen swallow? African or European?
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, so that's it. That's our challenge out to the listeners. Get things ready. Submit them anonymously. Submit them.
You don't have to submit them. It's an email address. You don't have to.
Yeah.
Nor can you.
That's true.
You'll always be able to hit
Well,
reply.
they could tell us to not name them or whatever, but
yeah, tell us to name or tell us to not name.
yeah.
We won't name shame.
Yeah. My husband doesn't drink 2 cups of coffee at home from Airplane. He usually does.
Excuse me, I speak jive.
That might be the question. Do you speak jive? No. No, we don't.
That also might have been my inappropriate movie where I probably shouldn't have been watching it as a child.
Airplane?
Or the Naked Gun series. I don't know. I don't know.
I want them to make another one.
Oh, yeah, that'd be so good.
Yeah. Anyway, all the thanking and the peoples and the contacts and all that.
Stay nerdy, my friends.
You can get anything you want at Alice's restaurant. You can get anything you want at Alice's restaurant. Walk right in, it's around the back, just a half a mile from the railroad track. And you can get anything you want at Alice's restaurant. You can get anything you want at Alice's restaurant. You can get anything you want at Alice's restaurant. You can get anything you want at Alice's restaurant. Walk right in, it's around the back, just a half a mile from the railroad track. And you can get anything you want at Alice's restaurant. You can get anything you want at Alice's restaurant. Accepting Alice, you can get anything you want at Alice's restaurant. So walk right in, it's around the back, just a half a mile from the railroad track. And you can get anything you want at at Alice's restaurant. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. At Alice's restaurant.
I call a drumstick.
Nice try, boy. But we agreed I get both drumsticks every Thanksgiving and the day you were born.
Aw, no fair. I was too young to sign that.
I believe this is your foot, is it not? And I had it notarized.
Why, you giant...